Time for race 2 of our coverage of the Northampton Supreme programme. And this time it's the Super Rods, first time at Brayfield this season. Still the same non-contact motorsport. Still the same nice dry track, that'll be good for the drivers. And fairly big cars as well. Predominantly it's the turn of the Sierras. But there are a couple of BMs in there, and I think there's an SDI Rover as well, if I remember rightly. I think I saw one going around in the pits area just before the race meeting started. Yeah, there it is, up at the front. Now, as always, it's the slower, more inexperienced cars at the front of the field. There you are. Lovely shot of the night of the SDI Rover going through. And, oh, bit of a tank slapper from Gary Pusey from Great Missenden in the 51 car. As he comes through the field, hangs the back out, big style. Early on from the start, car 33, 16 and 94, also holding the early positions. And now you can see how the field has stretched out somewhat. Pusey still trying to make his mark in car 51, trying to get through to the front of the field. I think we've got a car that's just about to expire, actually. Number 14 looks as though it may well have some problems. We'll try and pick it up with the cameras next time around. Back of the field, though, number 6, Martin Holcox from Kings Lynn. Well down on the field. And just going through towards the front there, is that 112? I think it might well be. Yeah, we've spoken to him in the past. Hoss Penny from Sawbury. Oh, 51 loses it. 51 just overcooks it out of turn 2. It was looking as though it was going to happen a couple of laps earlier on. Gary Pusey from Great Missenden just spins out. That'll have put him right down at the back of the field. Good Lord, there's a Calibra out there. Number 7, Martin Ginger from Luton. We'll see if we can have a word with him later on. You don't often see Calibras out on any form of motor racing track, but we've got one here this afternoon. What a rarity. Yeah, 14's pulled up, as I just said I thought it was going to do. A lot of steam ominously coming from the front engine bay on that one. 16 now, Martin Grinnell from Evesham, battling with Hoss Penny in the Sawbury-based 112 car. And 33 just goes through the picture there. Andrew Knight from London in the Whaletail 500 Sierra with the very extended wheel arches, I should say. Small diameter wheels, allows you to get the power down that much more quickly on this very, very tight circuit. No wonder 51 keeps spinning it out. It's trying to put down so much power out of the corners that the back just keeps breaking away. The pink BMW of Andy Tidmarsh from Worcester goes through, car 22. Hoss Penny just on the outside of the track there, and that's a slowing car that we've got. Car number 13, or is it 15? Mark Tiller from Milton Keynes looks as though his race is won, or at least run. And I think we're coming down to checkered flag time before too long. The SDI Rover still goes through. Yes, out goes the checkered flag right on the line there. Andrew Knight in car 33 gets the win. Hoss Penny in the 112 car makes it second position. That's not a customary position for him. Actually, normally he's right at the front winning races. And Martin Grinnell in the number 16 car from Evesham makes it third position. So off go the Super Rods. And that's the last race for this week's instalment of Northampton Motorsport. Great excitement. Andrew Knight gets the win in car 33 and starts on his victory lap. Now Darren's down in the pit lane. Let's have a word with Martin Ginger all about that Vauxhall Calibra. Or is it?
Just to put a new shape in the formula really, and to prove that you can make a front-wheel drive car into a rear-wheel drive and hopefully fairly competitive. It's a Vauxhall Calibra shell with all forward running gear underneath, rear-wheel drive.
So where did the shell come from? Because these are the sort of car you wouldn't normally see in a breaker's yard.
The shell was stolen and recovered, absolutely completely stripped, nothing left on it at all, even the screen had gone out of it. And living in Luton, Vauxhall dealers are quite sort of useful. So we've had and Vauxhall breakers, so a lot of bits and pieces come from breakers. The shell was a stolen and recovered one, so it kept the cost of the whole thing quite cheap, so it was very, very good.
Is this a cost-effective formula? People that are watching may think, oh, I'd like to have a go at that.
This car probably, we spent extra money on it because it was NEC on the show, and we probably put more money into it than we needed to, but it probably cost us between £3,000 and £4,000, and that's how it is at the minute, and at the loss of the Sierra, which we use as a donor car.
So the bits out of the Sierra, some of them are in here?
Virtually all of them. It's the roll cage we made ourselves, all the panelling we made ourselves, the back axle, the gearbox, the engine's all out of the Sierra, the braking system, the suspension units are all off the Sierra, so virtually underneath it's a Ford Sierra.